Hi, I'm Andrew Anderson, and I'm going to relive the 2018 USBC Masters title match with Alex Hoskins. Just to start off, as I'm sitting here fidgeting around trying to figure out what to do with myself, I'm really nervous. Top seed of a major. I let one slip away a couple months prior at the TOC. I'm trying to use that experience at the TOC and calm myself down for this match, but I don't do a great job of it too early. And Alex is coming off a really strong ending to his previous match with Steve Klumpkin, so I think he's going to have a pretty good game. And he has a really good game plan of both lanes, so I'm coming in a little blind, only having a few practice shots in each lane, but just trying to get off to a fast start. So for whatever reason, I have a giggle in the first one because I'm like, yeah, I don't see any way that this gets off my hand where I want it to go. And then what do you know? I miss 5 left. So not a great first shot. Just trying to laugh it out. Not super happy with myself, but really happy to leave a makeable spare there. Still really trying to calm my nerves here. I'm going crazy on the inside. So many things going on. So now I'm just trying to make a better shot. It's unfortunate because I was not clear about which ball I wanted to start with, and I didn't give it a good first attempt to really see if I made the right choice.
This is all new school right here. You see how the hand is to the inside of that bowling ball right there, and then he keeps that elbow and that hand.
That was a really good practice shot. Wish I threw the first one like that.
I really like this game. He's got
so the left lane I had hooking a little more, so I decided to finish on it because I felt more comfortable the farther left I went, and I threw that one pretty good. That one's making me second guess the ball decision because I thought I should have got there. So just trying to clean up the spare and see what Alex does, because the next couple frames Alex throws really dictates how aggressive I play the lanes and how aggressively I ball change.
I was real surprised that he didn't get picked to be on a team for next week's PBA League action.
Really happy to come away with a couple spares there, especially with how nervous I was. But that second one really gave me a sense of ease, threw one good, and almost got a hit. So now we just wait to see what Alex has and decide if it's going to change my game plan. So I thought that was going to strike. I thought that was a really good shot by Alex. Unfortunate break for him. But for where he was playing the lanes, he had to throw some really good shots to hit the pocket repeatedly, and he did a really good job of doing that throughout this whole match. I did think he missed that. As I'm sitting back there, I was like, oh no, and then he got over there. So for Alex, I don't know if that would loosen his swing that he made that spare, or it would make him a little more cautious because of how close he was to missing it. Everyone thinks a little differently, and everyone feels different things there. So I'm sure he was pretty thrilled about the first shot, not super thrilled about the spare attempt. So because because he has a couple miss hits, I don't ball change here. I really think that it's going to be a lower scoring match throughout the whole thing. The pair is hard. I thought Alex was playing him a little too far right, so I didn't think he'd have the best ball reaction, but if he doubles those first two, who knows what I think. So now I'm just trying to throw another good one, see if the right lane's any different, see what needs to be done.
Anderson's got a lot to say about that, though. Well, he was the collegiate rookie of the year when he was at Oakland University in Rochester.
I had a lot of really close matches to make this title match. A lot of big last games. I had a lot of 410s during the corner and shooting 240 or 250. So I thought that was pretty good. And my nerves have kind of gone away a little bit. Now I can focus a little more on each shot and see what the lanes are doing. And that one told me that I might be in the wrong ball. I threw that one a little slower, had a little more angle to it, and on most of the pairs that one gets there, and in practice that one got there. So they're tightening up down lane for me. And so you'll see me use a reback because I'm thinking about a ball change. And here it is. Never done it before, and then on the front 8, front 7 Masters, I leave, I get 9.5 for one shot. That was pretty crazy. Like, I turned around, I had already given my opponent a high five, and then he was like, yeah, you gotta shoot a spare. So, happy to pull away for that match, though. I would have sucked if it cost me the match. So here's a ball change. He uses a root rack, and I did not throw this one very good. I got it right quick, and it got there, so I get pretty excited. I'm trying to just get into the match. I think that the faster the pace and the more intense the match is, the better it is for me. I prefer a faster tempo. And then Rhino's face is priceless. So now I'm really just itching to throw more shots. I see one get to the 1-3 and strike, and I'm just trying to be really aggressive. Alex throws a really good shot there, and I'm really surprised by how he's playing them and that he can get his ball to lay off there, strike. So we're playing him really different, so I can't really make any judgment calls off of what his ball is doing.
Talk about high flush, that's what this is. In between third and fourth arrow on the right. And that could have left a solid 9 easily, but instead it's 10 in the pit.
So this is a big shot for Alex, I think. And he throws a really good one. I thought that was going to get there. That changes the whole match, I think. He goes from having a 2.0 pace to a 2.20 pace, and a 2.20 pace on a pair that is pretty hard, and you're expecting scores to be low. And I really thought that the pin was going to get there. So when it didn't, I felt a little bit of relief. So allows me to be a little more aggressive on these next couple shots. And Alex really liked that shot, so I'm sure he thought it was going to strike as well. I'm not exactly sure where to stand on this because I did not throw this ball much in practice on the right lane, only on the left lane. So I'm just trying to judge it off of the last shot I threw in the left lane. And I was really surprised that that laid there. I thought that was in and that I might have rotated a little too much.
Andrew
but
Anderson to
when
take
it
the
laid
lead.
off, that
Kimberly Pressler is
gave me a
standing
lot of
by the
confidence and
speed
loosened the swing quite a
I
bit.
sure am. And guys, you know, they say that anything can happen in bowling, and that last match was a perfect example of that because, Steve, you came into that match on fire. You started off strong.
Steve
But as soon
Klumpkin
as
pulled
Alex
a
started hitting
phenomenal
strikes,
event.
something
Me and
changed
him
in
had a really
Alex.
good match
Yeah,
that
you
came
know,
down to the
it's really
10th frame of
cool.
the last
Johnson,
game
I just got a little complacent.
in the
And,
round
maybe
of
got a little bit
8.
lazy.
It
And
allowed
just
me
lost my focus
to
for a
bowl
second.
Alex
Saw
for the
that
top
he got
seed.
loose through some good shots, and there he goes. He's bowling for the title.
Well, I saw you speaking to Alex at the end of that. What did you say to your friend?
Well, I told him, I said, hey, give him all you got. You only got one shot.
So now I'm just
You
trying to be
never
really
really gave him a
aggressive,
championship match to
step
win
on
one.
it,
And I just said, give him all you got.
try to take a big lead.
You know, wish him the best now.
And I thought that one was a little right as well, just like the fourth, but that's why I picked that lane to end on. It helped a little more, and it gave me a little more nice room to the right.
This is just pure filth. Watch as the six pin is paralyzed as it falls to the right. There you go. Wow, what a shot.
When it got there, I got pretty excited. I did not expect it to get back, and when it did, let some emotion out.
So the challenge has been thrown to Hoskins, but being
So the 6th and 7th frame here is really going to tell the rest of the match, because if he has a couple spares here, I stay pretty loose, but he throws a phenomenal shot there in the 6th. So now I'm sitting there thinking we still have a match, and it's going to be a close one.
Nothing seems to bother Alex Hoskins.
Take a look at the full board. Anderson, clean through 6, riding 3 straight strikes.
I'm sure he's thinking it's a much tougher situation for him, because I think it's a must strike in his mind. I just do 3 in a row. It looks like I have pretty good ball motion, and he's trying to keep it close. And once again, he throws a really, really good shot. So I'm thinking that now it's really time to step on it. I can't give him an inch, because it looks like he's gonna finish strong.
We take a look at USBC Masters, and 36 times the first or second seed.
Take a little extra time here. I almost have a shot clock violation, but really trying to focus on things that made me bowl well that week and allow myself to bowl at my own pace. And I thought that one really good. That was everything I wanted it to be. And unfortunately, that one leads into this next shot a little bit. I throw that one, and I kind of lose focus and start thinking about score and not so much the actual bowling.
He impressed me when he first came out. I watched him in an extra frame event, and I said, who's this kid? Boy, can he throw it.
It was definitely one of my best shots.
He's got just an incredible touch at the bottom of the swing and a great hand.
Remember, he's 22 years old. Only been a pro for 2 years.
So this frame kind of haunts me. Really just trying to stay on it, and if I do this over, I would have balked and stopped in my 3rd step. Something was going on in the crowd, and you can see me shaking my head, because I'm telling myself stop, should have stopped, and now I'm just trying to let it go, make this spare. I didn't want to give Alex any room, and now he can take the lead if I spare. So, and then we have a little bit of a mishap here. Literally off my hand, I knew I chopped it. It said 1 at about 10 feet, and now I'm in disbelief, letting another one slip away, all the negative thoughts that go through your head. So it was a tough one to go sit back on.
Competition, you can't avoid mistakes like this. I can't tell you how many times it's cost players over the years. All the telecasts, all the events we've covered.
Yeah, I just can't believe I let that happen. Should have stopped. So now I'm just hoping for a chance. Telling myself, you got to be ready. You never know what's going to happen here. And I'm not really. I didn't watch this shot much. And then I look up and he has a 210 standing. So can't really believe it. I was really. I didn't know what to feel at that point. I was like, I really was just expecting him to throw 2 strikes and me to really have to make him work for it. And then he splits. So Close match once again. I'm assuming he's gonna make it as he's shooting at it,
Hoskins doesn't convert.
just to show me
He's
how
not going to.
to make a spare, but
Talk
he does
about it,
not.
yes.
So
Now, it appeared he had made no
20 pin lead for me.
Oh, no,
Um,
he did.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, he just missed.
Drinking some water, trying to calm down.
Say it. Did he
I know I can
Oh, yeah.
I
At
can
this
finish
point,
the
we got-
match
I
without
guarantee it,
no matter what
he's
no matter
going
what
for
he
that
does, I
pin
can win the
because
title based on what I do.
should have been
Yeah.
on the left side of that pin.
I was confused by that
Yeah.
shot, to be honest with you.
And
Now,
if
here
he
we are.
misses here,
Where we were in the
obviously
seventh
it's
round,
even
now 20
more
is
so
down
in my
to the
favor.
foundation
But
at stake.
I'm not too worried about what he does here. I'm just trying to prepare myself for what I got to do. He throws a really good shot, so
Shot now.
I'm up and ready to go pretty
14-14.
fast.
Andrew Anderson, if he spare strikes off the sheet, he shoots two
After missing 6-10, I'm just
double in ninth and 10th.
ready to get that bad frame out of there and throw some good ones and try to bring home a title.
He'll become the newest PBA.
I really need to look at what I do with my tongue when I bowl, because I will always wonder why I drink so much water, but I think I'm learning why.
That was Matt O'Grady when he won the Tournament of Champions.
So I thought the one in the 7th was pretty good, but this one was even better. I'm talking about it at 5 feet. I'm really happy about that shot. So now this is the one that could seal the deal. If I throw a strike here, tournament's over. And I'm just trying to throw another shot like that. Off the 6-10, even though I did not throw it very good, I'm moving left. I'm trying to be aggressive. I'm really trying to make sure I get it there. And I'm definitely not going to go light here, because if you give it a little too much angle on this pattern, you can blow by it. You can 210 really easily like Alex did. So I'm making sure this doesn't get by it. I give it a little extra at the bottom. I throw it really good and 4-pin. So now I'm thinking, you got to make it. You got to make the spare, make him work for it. If I spare here and strike, I 100% know the score. I know that he would have to throw all 3 to tie, which would be very hard to do on this pattern.
For match number 1, which was kind of a semi-blowout, every match has come down to the 10th.
This spare was probably the hardest. This was harder than the 6-10. Couldn't feel my legs, so I just run. I just run and throw it. And thankfully I did it. Use a react, not more so for Alex, but more so for myself. Definitely wasn't a defensive move. It was more of, I really need to calm down. This shot means a lot. Means I can't lose if I throw a strike. So off that 4-pin, I move a little farther left, and I'm just thinking, gotta get through it, throw a good one here, and see what happens.
You don't get another. Big shot here. A strike, he can't be shut out.
And I thought I threw it really good. I couldn't believe a 4-pin again. I moved, I got it there a little quicker, had more angle, and it slowed down faster. So told me I just gave it a little extra. I didn't want to miss his bottom split, so wasn't letting it go by it. But now the waiting game begins. I think anybody in that position is just assuming that they're going to lose. I'm sitting there in disbelief that I 4-pinned twice, could have ended it, and I just think Alex is going to throw all 3. I think he throws this first one so good, and I'm thinking it's over now. I go back, I'm looking up at the scoreboard, thinking if I make the 6-10, thinking if I throw a better shot earlier. All the negative thoughts that could be going through your head, it's really hard to drown them out when you're sitting there. When you're bowling, it's different because you can think about the bowling, but as you're sitting there watching, it's hard not to think about those things. So that's where a mental game, gotta be strong and be prepared for anything. So, now watching the shot, faces down. I pull it up right when he throws it. And, off his hand, I thought it was pretty good. When it hooked early, I was just playing a pinned and fly across, and I can't believe it. You know, winning a major, 22 at the time. It was my first title. I kind of let some emotion on it, go hug my ball rep, and pretty much in tears at this point. I'm trying to gather my thoughts and Alex bowled great. It was a great match, and one shot here or there from either of us, and he's going home with the title. So, didn't know what to do there. I didn't know if I was supposed to shake hands or grab the trophies, so all this emotions coming out is just all the emotion from all the week and early in the year, all the things that it took to get to that point, and there's just so many people that I knew was rooting me on, and it was pretty exciting, and it's really cool to watch it and relive that moment, and something I'll cherish forever, for sure. I didn't know what to do with myself.